AMD has launched a 1 lakh rupees processors and we got our hands on it before anyone else. Is it actually worth it? Let's find out. The 9950X3D is the new flagship offering from AMD, which has 16 cores and 32 threads and boosts up to 5.6 GHz with massive 208 MB of L3 cache, which is almost 50% more than the previous 9950X3D. For a long time, CPU performance was simply judged by having more number of cores and higher number of clock speeds. That's still broadly true, but AMD has spent the last few years taking a different approach with the 3D V-Cache tech. They introduced with the 5800X3D, which worked out really well for AMD, almost doubling the frame rate of some titles, becoming the fastest gaming processors of all time. But because of the fewer cores, people who wanted to play video games and do their professional work always had to choose a trade-off. But with Zen 5 and 9950X3D too, AMD solves exactly that problem. Let's take a look at some of the results. Here are some of the few gaming benchmarks that we collected, and the 9950X3D 2 is 7 to 10% better than 9950X3D. Moving on to productivity benchmark, the first up is we tested DaVinci Resolve because it has a lot of individual workflows that utilizes hardware differently, and the additional cache helps with the specific node based on the workflows and raw codecs. The next step is the 3D V-Cache directly impacts the performance of most code compilation, plus it has designed for gaming, so it naturally provides a lot better in software like Unreal Engine. Lastly, a CPU-based rendering shows that the processors are on par or even better than all the consumer-grade processors available in the market. So overall, this is around 5 to 10% better than 9950X3D for almost 30% more cost, which is around 1 lakh. So do you think it's worth it? Comment down below. Thanks for AMD's for sponsoring this video, and also if you need a PC build using this processor, you are already at the right place. Thank you.